We really have a remarkable story in this week's Parsha. Not only did the Jewish people not play an active role at all in the Parsha, and presumably had no idea what was transpiring, but the miracles that occur are extremely noteworthy. Not only does God put words in the mouth of Bilam, but God puts words in the mouth of Bilam's donkey. We have various miracles throughout the Chumash, but normally, Ramban famously discusses this, normally the miracles either are there to teach a lesson to the world, or they're there because an extraordinary thing needed to occur in order to get the Jewish people from point A to point B. It's just Bilam and his donkey. Was this an essential miracle? Let's say the donkey wouldn't have told Bilam that, why are you being so impatient towards me? Don't you understand I've been a loyal donkey? Would anything different have occurred in the story if the donkey hadn't spoken to Bilam? It's a very interesting thing. There's certainly different answers given to this question. Meshech Chachma, I think, has an interesting approach. Meshech Chachma says that the purpose of all of this, the purpose of God putting words in Bilam's mouth, Meshech Chachma poses the question, let's say God wouldn't have put words in Bilam's mouth and Bilam would have cursed the Jewish people. So God would be stuck. So God just has to do bad to the Jews because Bilam said so. I mean, whose world is this anyway? So the Meshech Chachma says the reason why God put words in Bilam's mouth to begin with is because God wanted the nations of the world to understand how powerful and divinely protected the Jewish people were. We, of course, get a sense of this in Sefer Yoshua, when there is a successful spy mission and the spies speak to Rachav, and Rachav is quite clear that there's tremendous fear of the Jewish people in the hearts of the residents of Israel. Mission accomplished. But, says the Meshech Chachma, this idea of having Bilam say this blessing, which is remarkable that Bilam would say a blessing, it must be that God is protecting the Jews, actually wasn't enough. And the reason why it wasn't enough, in addition to all the other miracles that happened for the Jewish people in Egypt and beyond, is that at least in terms of the Bilam piece, a casual observer from one of the other nations might have said to themselves, it's not that God put words in Bilam's mouth. It's that the Jews paid Bilam off. Balak arranged with Bilam that Bilam would curse the Jews. And if Bilam would have indeed cursed the Jews would have been in terrible trouble. But somebody from Klal Yisrael got a hold of Bilam and paid him more. So they got up there and blessed them. Balak was going to pay him to curse the Jews. Maybe the Jews paid him to bless the Jews. Who knows? And then the whole goal of the nations of the region truly understanding that the Jewish people would always be protected by God would have been foiled. So there had to be something extraordinary that certainly is beyond the possibility of Bilam being bribed. That, says the Meshech Chachma, was this remarkable story that must have made its way around the world, certainly around the region, of Bilam being spoken to by his donkey. I do want to note, it's explicit in the verse that it wasn't only Bilam and his donkey. Bilam had some attendants along as well. Meshech Chachma says this remarkable miracle occurred, that heaven forbid there shouldn't be anyone out there who thinks for one moment that the story of Balak and Bilam is anything but protection, a sign and an indicator of God's constant love and protection for the Jewish people. God will go to the greatest of lengths to protect the Jews, even putting words in the mouth of a donkey so that no one should just think Bilam was paid off. It's not only a story for the Jews of the desert, We believe that God loves us, and cares about us, and is doing so much for us even today. May he continue to protect us. Have a wonderful Shabbos.